YouTube? What up? Gas Mask back in the building with another video for y'all. First off, let me shout out the Gas Gang, man. I've been pretty much MIA for a year, right? I know I always got a story, man, but whatever, man. Y'all can see I got new scenery, new atmosphere, new energy, new attitude. We're going to a new year's up for 26. You dig what I'm saying? So without doing too much, hey man, y'all already know what time it is, man. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, and hype your boy up, man. Let's get us to 1,000 subs, guys. Can we try and get this thing monetized? You did what I'm saying? So I ain't going to delay too long. So I'm going to react to a video. I haven't watched it yet, so we're going to do this in real time. It's called Actual Pimp Reveals the Dark Truth About Women that most men choose to ignore. So this should be interesting. Again, I haven't watched it, so we're gonna do this in real time. And with that being said, let's get it.
What kind of girls do you look for?
I look for the honest ones, the ones that's loyal. You know, you gotta mess with the girl that like you, not the one you like.
Facts.
The one you like, then you gonna have fuck you, hell no, maybe later. But the one that like you, you'll never hear him say no.
And not to start pausing already, but bruh is spitting straight facts off the muscle. My moms and grandmoms and all of them always told me, man, you need to deal with a woman that love you more than you love them, because they gonna stay down. You know, 50-50 pretty much doesn't exist in any relationship. 9.9 out of 10 times, it's always gonna be somebody who loves the person more than the other, or somebody who is more involved and more invested in the relationship than the other, you know. So we know there are no absolutes. There's no zero, there's no 100, and there's no 50-50. Everything is gonna fall somewhere in between. So anyway, let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving.
It's more easier to function and operate with them.
Facts.
What's the longest one of your girls has been with you?
I always give.
I'm gonna pause it quickly because I know I want to play. I can't play the whole video because it gets me demonetized. But let me tell you something, man. When you have low self-esteem, you're naturally gonna be attracted to those who don't want you.
Damn.
There's a big portion about this.
Oh, whoa. Kind of deep. He said, when you have a low self-esteem, you're gonna, he said, naturally be attracted to those who don't want you. Man, that's probably, I don't know how much truth there is to that, but that's an interesting concept, and I do believe there is some truth to that. Yeah, so
That pimps with high self-esteem will have easier rosters because they're gonna judge the woman based on how much she likes him versus how much he likes her back.
the young brothers out there, man, again, you know, we can't be dealing with people who don't give us that energy that we need or that we're looking for, or don't match the energy, you know what I mean? Don't reciprocate the energy that we give it. You know what I'm saying? Especially dealing with these women, because, and it's funny because, you know, women, they tend to like men that, like they say, women don't like nice guys. Take it how you may. You feel me?
10, 7, 8, 9 year run out of them.
That's great.
I've got one now. I've had a 30-year run out of.
Wow.
Damn.
And what is the basis of the pimp and prostitute relationship? Is it she needs to like you? She needs to find you attractive?
She's gotta like you. And when they give you your money, when they give you their money, you know they like you. When they help you and listen to you, be there for you at time 8 and assist, you know they like you. That's the ones you keep on your side. They don't like you. When it come time for a touchdown, they're gonna fumble the ball. Nobody can duplicate my style.
Pause it quickly. This is like,
Let me pause it. Man, bro is dropping some gems. Bro, now, again, I'm no pimp, you feel me? I don't necessarily agree with that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hustle for mine. I'm not gonna make my money off the back of another woman like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's that. Let's keep it moving.
if you're picking an athlete, if you're picking a basketball prospect, you go with the one with the most athleticism from the beginning, the one that has all of the physical gifts, because you can teach them the other things. You can't teach athleticism, and it's kind of similar to that, where you go after the women who like you, because from there you can mold them
Facts.
to whatever liking you have. They're much easier to control, and it just has less drama, right? It doesn't sound like he's looking to save a woman.
I get what he's saying. I don't know that control is the right word. I think that, because I don't want to control my woman. I want my woman to already be under control. Now, of course, you kind of maybe have to train them up a little bit. I know a lot of women don't like that word, but I think it's appropriate here. Yeah. So you want, like Kevin Samuels used to tell us, we want a woman that's agreeable, feminine, fit, friendly, cooperative, supportive, submissive, all those good things. And those are the type of women you can work with. And clearly, apparently, that goes, to pimping as well, which again, I'm not that. But anyway, let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going.
He's looking for a woman who's ready for him. And that applies in a lot of relationships. Now, again, I know a lot of people hate it when I pause it, but like I said, I can't play the whole thing because it'll get the channel demonetized.
Swag been around for a long, long time all over the country. I go way back with every pimp you might know. I know every pimp in the country, and my name is impeccable. You mentioned Pimp Johnny Dog, they gonna say that's a good guy, that's my man. There'll never be no dirt.
What was the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
The most important lesson I've learned? Mess with the chick that like you, not the one you like. You want?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Them ruffled cuffs is crazy. What the hell?
You're gonna accept all kind of stuff out of it. And y'all know it's true. You're gonna accept all kind of stuff, but you never accept off another chick. And it might be another chick right next door that like you and gonna do everything and keep you right. But you rather mess with this pretty girl over here that's giving you all kind of problems, you dig? That's how the world goes. Not just with the pimp and the whole game. A lot of people have a tendency to right people they're supposed to treat right, that's loyal and dedicated, they overlook it and they treat the other people right. That mean them no good, no intentions. And that's life.
That is so true. A guy will go with the girl who gives the gluckety gluck over the girl that says, "Daddy, I love you. Daddy, I."
We need that gluckety gluck. Hey, man, let's just keep it all the way 100. We need that gluckety gluck. But to his point, that is not priority over a woman that loves and respects you and that's in love with you and wants to be with you, and wants to hold you down. I mean, shit, we get ready to be in 2026. Man, all the chicks is giving up the gluckety gluck. You feel me? And of course we love that and we want that and we need that. But again, we gotta be thinking with the right, with the right head. You know what I'm saying? And anything else is most likely gonna lead you down a path of destruction. So yeah, so far, man, I don't have no rebuttal or dispute or disagreement with what's being said.
And the reason why is because it's too easy. Like I said, it's really a reflection of low self-esteem. I studied psychology in school, and this is something it's pretty basic understanding that your low self-esteem will keep you single for the rest of your life, not because you're ugly, but because those who want you, you feel like there's something wrong with them. Because deep down, you feel like there's something wrong with you.
And expound on that point, when you have a low self-esteem, people can sense that. You can't really, some people can hide it well, but generally speaking, people pick up on that because it's a vibration, it's energy, it's something that you're giving off. You can't see the energies or the frequency emitting, but like physically see the waves and frequency, but through how we move and how we talk and how we interact and how we act, a lot of times it's really obvious. Most of the time, actually, especially once you get to interacting with somebody, you can, it's pretty obvious when people have a low self-esteem. And so number one or two things. First of all, it's not attractive. It's very unattractive, man or woman, to come across insecure, low self-esteem, those type of things. And then number two, when you do come off that way, you have people who will take advantage of that. They'll see that your self-esteem is low, and they'll use it to their advantage. So at the end of the day, we're all human, so of course we all might feel insecure at times. But overall, we gotta, or we should rather, focus on the things that we're proud about ourselves, or the things that we do well, or the things that we excel or shine at, and use that as a foundation and build off of that. Because especially as a man in 2025 and beyond, not even just now, but anytime, and especially as a so-called black man, insecurity, which again, we're all human, we all have some level of insecurity, but just overall low self-esteem and insecurity is just totally unacceptable.
That's really the key. Deep down, you think there's something off about you, and if you do end up loving me, there's something wrong with you. I'd rather go with someone who doesn't, who validates how I feel about myself, which is I feel like shit. And it's almost difficult. It's not impossible to change that, but it's really difficult to change that when that's been part of your life almost your whole life.
Facts. I'm sorry for keep stopping, but I'd be wanting to react to what's being said. But that's why it's so important as fathers in particular, but parents in general. But I'm speaking about the fathers. But yeah, parents in general. This is why it's so important to encourage our children, build them up, build their self-esteem, let them know that they're valuable, that they're worthy, that they matter, that they're loved. That they have the ability to do and be and become whoever and whatever it is that they want to be and become. That's very, very important. That goes such a long way. And my parents always did that for me. I always knew I was loved. Like I said, I got two sons, 12 and 15, and I'm always hugging them up and kissing them, and just showing them love and just showing them affection, and just letting them know how much their dad loves them, and letting them know how important they are to me. And just so for me, it's nothing for me to tell I tell my children as much as I can, how much I love them and how much they mean to me and how important they are, just so they know that, and they have that foundation to know that their dad is always going to be there in any capacity that he's able to be, and he's always going to have their back. And that goes a long way in building them up and building their self-esteem, so that they, it helps to prevent them from, potentially being taken advantage of because of a low self-esteem and things of that nature. So yeah, let's keep it moving.
But I have to mess with the right girls.
You've been doing this a long time. I'm sure you've seen some crazy things.
Oh, I've seen crazy things.
So tell me one of your crazy stories.
We're not gonna go into there because we just wanted to talk about that. And the problem is that a lot of guys are, and I'm gonna be very honest, a lot of guys are delusional.
Facts.
They don't know, they have no self-awareness of where they stand in the dating pool. That's just a fact. They want models, and not because they want it, but you want to why? Because of porn addiction. You guys are so used to seeing a certain kind of woman that has a perfect body that when you see a woman with a regular body, you don't find her attractive, and she might like you. In fact, before you started watching porn, you might have liked her, but now your standards are so unrealistic that you shun away a good girl, and you try to go for those gluckety glucks. But those girls with the gluckety gluck, I think you guys know what I mean with that throat action. A lot of guys are after them.
Hey man, listen. We love the gluckety gluck and throat action. It's good. Yeah, we love that. But yeah, I mean, when you're trying to find a wife, which is what we should be trying to find, this society promotes promiscuity, and it does not promote family or marriage and those type of things. It promotes, we're in hookup culture. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we've kind of been programmed to think porn is okay. We've been programmed to believe that porn is not detrimental to our psyche, and just us as people and as a society. Porn, I believe, is a major component in what is helping to erode and ruin the fabric of society and, you know, people's interactions. And like he spoke to the point that, you know, I guess we see these girls on IG, these IG models and these video girls and these porn chicks, and you know, sometimes maybe to his point, generally speaking, our expectations might be a little unrealistic sometimes. So like he said, you know, there might be an average woman that really likes us and is really down for us and wanna, you know what I mean, be there for us and have our back and love on us, you know. But if we, like he said, if we're delusional thinking that we're supposed to have this 10 out of 10 with the huge, you know, with the body and the face and just the everything, yeah, that might not be so realistic all the time or practical, you know. So yeah,
Deep down, this is all self-sabotage. This is all self-sabotage. Those women make themselves the type to get a lot of attention, but they're never really owned by no one. And the truth is, they're not meant to be owned. They're for the streets. But because they're so attractive, they're so hot, they might smile at us, we feel like we could have them. Then they start acting inconsistent, weird, and rather than taking that as a cue to get the fuck out, we get more persistent. Because those women don't reject us directly. They'll ignore your messages but watch your stories. It's done on purpose. Don't go after those people. Go after the women who make it obvious that they want you, who make it obvious that they like you.
and that's about it for that video. Just something real quick. I just wanted to react to that. Again, I didn't watch it beforehand. I just want to, you know, I reacted to that in real time, and I think it was some pretty good information there. You know, moving forward, of course, I want this channel to be entertaining. You know, that's clearly important. Ain't nobody gonna watch the videos if it's not entertaining, but I want them to be educational as well. So I gotta find that sweet spot, that balance to bring you both. You know, we want to be entertained, but education is key in the process. So, you know, gotta knock on me. I look at it like I gotta knock out two birds with one stone. But yeah, I thought that I didn't hear any lies detected in this video. I thought it was a pretty good video, all truth told. I thought that the pimp kept it all the way 1,000. I think dude whose video this is also was my bad. It says exposing female nature. So shout out to his channel. I thought his reaction was on point, and his insight was valuable, and yeah, right on the mark. And that's pretty much it for that one, y'all. Again, shout out to the Gas Gang. I rock with y'all. I've been away for a whole year trying to just get myself together, and I just gotta tell y'all, man, I appreciate y'all. I didn't lose a single sub in a whole year. I actually gained a couple subs within the last year, and I have not posted in a whole year. So I mean, and that's pretty much rare. Like, I just knew like I was gonna come back on to my page and, you know, I don't have no subs and shit. And that was not the case. It's not the case. So again, shout out to the Gas Gang. I really rock with y'all. I love y'all. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hype me up, and we on the road to 1,000. I gotta post at least a video every day, at the very least. And with that being said, Gas gone.